Hi everyone, welcome to Observability Guru. Today we're going to start a brand new series called Observability This Week. As part of this series, what we will do is every week I will go through the week to understand what has happened when it comes to observability. We will go through some of the groundbreaking innovations happen during that particular week and some of the interesting concept and many more, so I can able to keep you up to date with what's happening in the world of observability. Just to start, this week we will cover the Gartner Magic Quadrant for digital experience, and we will touch upon what Honeycomb thinks about front-end observability, and we will discuss few things about the distributed tracing new app introduced by Dynatrace, and we'll touch upon Observability 2.0, which is a very interesting concept, and we will look at hybrid observability solutions, and Treblle, which is an innovative way of doing API observability, and we will finish up with observability investments, and we have a brand new State of Observability 2024 report published by Dynatrace and AppDynamics. So we will look at those, and which will definitely give you a full holistic view of what has happened during last week when it comes to observability. So this week we have received the latest analysis of Gartner Digital Experience Magic Quadrant, and it was a wonderful news for Datadog because Datadog has been named a leader there. So Datadog is the leader when it comes to Gartner Magic Quadrant for digital experience. And so if we go through the Gartner Magic Quadrant in very high level, so this is about digital experience. Gartner has very explicit, just like they have been doing when it comes to this the Magic Quadrants. So they have clearly defined what they mean by the digital experience. So Gartner defines that digital experience tools are those that measure the availability, performance, and quality of user experience, human users or digital agent of critical application. So when it comes to measuring this availability, performance, quality, Gartner has looked at multiple aspects, and based on that they have come up with list of must-have capabilities and the standard capabilities, optional capabilities as well. So based on that they have published this Magic Quadrant for digital experience. As I said, Datadog is at right top, followed by Dynatrace, and we have New Relic as well. And Catchpoint is also part of a leader category. And under challengers we have Cisco, and then visionaries we have Riverbed, IBM, and ITRS, and then niche players we have Blue Triangle, SolarWinds, Manage Engine, and IP Label. So interesting, I'm not too sure the reason why AWS or the AWS CloudWatch is not being featured here, but in high level these are the leaders in this area. So if you look at so we'll go into Datadog because Datadog being identified and the leader. So their strength is the product features. Datadog is bringing in Datadog mobile RAM and obviously real user monitoring, which is having very good capabilities, and it's have the ability of protecting sensitive data, and also it's about the capabilities of real mobile device testing. So it's, by the looks of it, Gartner has gone a little heavy on mobile aspects of digital experience, and that is very true because most of these digital experience or people who are accessing internet and you are using other services generally use their mobile, so it makes lot sense. And a tool or product which has to be the leader into digital experience category has to have a strong presence in mobile. So there are a few cautious that it has mentioned as well, and Dynatrace, the second tool behind Datadog. So Gartner has identified its unified observability platform, use of AI, customer-centric approach as some of these key strength. And as you know, Dynatrace is also the number one leader when it comes to observability. So it makes sense they also been part of here as well. So this is a big news. This is a big news for Datadog and Dynatrace to getting featured in Observability Magic Quadrant, and especially for Datadog to be named as top. With this, we'll move in because we have been discussing about front end or the digital experience. So sometimes I have seen this organization take little relax when it comes to front end performance, or when the implementation comes to observability, it has been given the second paddle. And I always believe front end performance is key, because that's what your end user is going to see, and that is exact end user experience which you're going to observe. So front end performance is key. So there's this new very good article where it's referring to Honeycomb approach of observability, and it's titled as Honeycomb says don't give up on front end observability. So this one's a very interesting article. So all these reference link to the news articles and other things I'm going through part of observability this week, I will put it into the description section, and the links will be there where you can go and get more information here. So here again they were discussing about the real user monitoring, the aspects of real user monitoring, importance of telemetry data, debugging tools, and why Honeycomb thinks it plays an important role. So this is a very good article. So I would request you to take time, go through this. My next pickup for the week is it's a big news. Datadog has released a new distributed tracing app which will save a lot of effort when we are doing and trying to isolate root cause analysis. So this is again a new feature Datadog has released. So it has released on, this article got published on 23rd October. I have not tested this feature yet, but article describes what are the advantages and what are the new things which is bringing in. So the key things is enhanced charting and data visualization, automatic data capture and display, and seamless open telemetry integration. So this is very important. A lot of customers are moving into open telemetry, so this provides Dynatrace more edge when it comes to tracing. So it goes in detail to explain how this new the tracing application can be used to assist you. So there are some examples Dynatrace team has given as well, which are very interesting. This is a self-explanatory article where I'm recommending you to go through and to get more detail. And in case if you want to experiment with Dynatrace is have a free trial where you can experiment, and if required you can use the Dynatrace playground as well. The links to that is being part of this the blog post as well. So the next I want to discuss about this Observability 2.0. It's an article written by Thomas Johnson. So this is about looking at observability, and it was titled like Beyond Monitoring. So this is a very nice, great article, and I really liked it. I think Thomas has done a wonderful job in coming up with this. So this discussed about what is observability and concept of observability 1.0 and then this observability 2.0 as well. So generally when we say observability 1.0, he is referring to it's closely tied to the APM, application performance monitoring tools, a traditional approach where a vast amount of telemetry data, metrics, logs, traces are collected and this displayed with dashboards or often the single pane of glass. So he's going on to explain some of the shortcomings with the Observability 1.0. He's highlighting some of them. And when it comes to Observability 2.0, it's more of like the ability for developers to use it. So one of the argument he's making is Observability 1.0 is more of like it's a little bit of reactive, but Observability 2.0 being part of from the SDLC, the concepts of bringing in part of early development, part of design stage, so that provides more the precision, real-time capabilities, context-rich insights, and ability to dig the more faster debugging and happening these things at pre-live environments. So that's one of the main thing. And he's going on to discuss how Observability 2.0 will change the developer experience. So that's a very key thing. Developer experience is one of the key themes in industry now. He's talking about the feedback loops, cognitive load management, optimal flow, and some of the key things about the Observability 2.0 as well, and some practical aspects. So this is again a great article. You will understand the general difference between Observability 1.0 and what 2.0 is bringing in. And again, I'll go with one of the other article, which is about blueprint for hybrid observability. So it's talking about how to address some of the challenges when it comes to hybrid observability. The article was written by Jim Fregg and Torsten Voigt. I hope I pronounced their names correctly. Apologies in advance for in case of incorrect pronunciation. So they are going into great extent to explain these concepts, and they are looking at microservices and other things. So this chart particularly took my attention. So this described about operational complexity impact. So here you can see identifying root causes across teams. So this is about the light blue color is extreme, burden and complex, and then light little bit of light green color is the burden complex, and light green is like it's just somewhat, right? So what we have seen is that a lot of people thinks that identifying root causes across teams are challenging, and it's also identified that correlating metrics data from multiple tools are challenging as well. So the correlation is one of the age-old problem we all are facing. So this again has come out part of this some the data points they have identified. And then 24% instrumenting services to collect distributed tracer data has been identified as really burden, and isolate the application to the underlying infrastructure, which is again around 24%. It's identified that extreme to complex problems, collecting and correlating post-event log data as well. So these are some nice good data points which you can go through, and which will kind of like give you more meaningfulness when you are trying to implement your observability framework. The 4 key ingredients for optimal observability, he's talking about hybrid observability centered application, and then intelligent data collection with built-in best practices, and real-time discovery of new infrastructure and application components, and finally connecting the dots between infrastructure, application stack and runtime. So this is again a great article. So he's again both authors going through in detail explaining and how they are thinking that AI should be used as well. So they are discussing about broadly hybrid observability, intelligent data collection, auto discovery features, dependency mapping. So this again a great article. The link is in the description. I'm requesting you to go through. And one of the tools when I'm going through it hit me is this Treblle, and they have introduced Treblle 3.0, which you can go and check. So it's a tool which is allowing you to do enhance API observability, and that will again improve the developer experience as well. So this is a nice article which is describing Treblle 3.0. Personally, I have not used Treblle, but I'm going to try. So Treblle is your comprehensive API intelligence platform that provides real-time insight into your entire API landscape. So basically it's a API observability tool. So Treblle 3.0, they are bringing in AI just like most of the observability tools, and they are introducing something called workspaces, and there are some advanced alerting and save searches, API catalog for enhanced discovery. So there are many features. So I'm not going to go into detail, but I just want to include here so you will identify, and probably if you're interested and if you have some heavy work or heavy observability related work related to APIs, you can refer Treblle. So just before we close, this article I found in DevOps.com, written by Mike Wizard, just blow my mind. So it says there's a spike in observability investments about in DevOps teams. So this is kind of like a very interesting news, and very interesting, like, because in my mind I was thinking like other teams are kind of like start moving to other areas, or the observability is it's going to play still going to play a major role. So this survey done part of the authors, they identified that there are a lot of value they can bringing in part of enabling observability. Okay, sorry about that. I think it took a little bit of time to load the article. So this was a survey involving over 500 DevOps practitioners and done by TechStrong Research. So they have found very nice couple of data points. So the main thing which struck me is that there's a lot of additional investments happening. So that 60% of working for the organization that will be making additional investments in observability over the next 2 years, with 21% describing those investments as significant. So this is kind of like very interesting. This was part of a broader research or the assessment done by TechStrong Research, so which is part of this DevOps Next and 2024 beyond. So this again very interesting assessment. So it has a lot of areas which you will be interested in. It was little interesting. So when I look at this question, which of the following does your organization regularly practice? I feel like observability has around 48%. So I think probably that's one of the reason why the investments are coming in, because there's a lot of catching up to do, and because it's key part of ensuring reliability of systems. So with that, I will close this this week's observability session. So thanks very much. Thank you for taking time. If you are still here, I would kindly request you to subscribe to channel, and if you have any feedback, do let me share, and we'll continuously try to improve. Thank you. Have a nice day.